Judy, what are you doing? Huh? I'm off work today, so I'm enjoying lunch. What? We're all waiting for you. What are you talking about? Is there something going on today? Huh? What are you talking about? We're having lunch with the family today. I told you about it. What? Everyone is starting to get worried. Wait a minute. You informed me about it, but you said it's next week. There's no way that's true. Then why is everyone gathered here? Oh, I didn't know. Damn it. I forgot you're just a high school graduate. It was dumb of me to expect you to understand like your brother, who has a college degree. Please don't be disrespectful. I didn't mishear. You definitely said it's next week. So what then? Are you accusing me of lying? I'm not saying that, but maybe you just misspoke? Why would I mess up something that's so important? I'm getting married to your brother, so everyone in the family is here. That's just wild. Clearly, it was a mistake to rely on someone like you with a low level of education for verbal communication. Must be some memory issues, huh? Not being able to remember even important dates? How disgraceful. Linda, why are you being so mean to me? I never lied to you, and I'm sure that you told me it was next week. You may be lacking in education, but your stubbornness sure can't be beat. Matt said the same thing. What? That when it comes to stubbornness, nobody can outdo you. Looks like even your family makes fun of your lack of education, huh? That's a lie. How come? He told me himself. My brother admires my independence from others' opinions. I doubt he'd ever call me uneducated. And it's not that I didn't study. I chose not to go to college. I may not have a college degree, but I'm committed to learning and self-improvement. Matt is kind. He's just being nice to you because you're his only sister. You don't even remember our plans for today. You're so rude. Why are you treating me like this? It feels like you've constantly targeted me. From giving me childish snacks, kid socks, even books for kids. I never brought it up to my brother, but now I'm wondering about your intentions. Oh, come on. Be appreciative. Those were my gifts to you, carefully chosen. They suit you perfectly, regardless of education level. Unbelievable. Did you intentionally give me the wrong date today? Well, no worries. I'll tell everyone what happened. Huh? I'll tell them that you were feeling sick since last night. Sick? But I'm all fine. I can't believe you got the day wrong. That was a surprise. That's not true. You intentionally gave me the wrong dates. Oh, well, it seems like uneducated folks tend to point fingers when things don't go their way. I get where you're coming from, though. What are you trying to say? Too bad you're missing out. Everyone's having a blast without you. Don't worry, I'll cover for you. Enjoy yourself elsewhere. Do you not accept me to be your sister-in-law? No one said that. My family has a thing for academic achievements. Most of our relatives are Ivy League grads. Having someone who didn't even pursue higher education like the rest of us is a bit embarrassing, don't you think? I may have only graduated high school, but I've been working hard and undergoing rigorous training. I have nothing to be ashamed of, compared to you or your relatives. Is that so? It's really important to have self-confidence, isn't it? Judy, The wedding invitations are ready. I'll send it to your apartment. Thank you. Please double-check the dates. I made the letter big and bold so you can't misread them. I want to avoid any arguments about who said what. Yeah. So this time, I made sure to put it in writing. Now, even someone with a poor memory like you can rest assured, right? Thank you for going out of your way for me. I'll be sure to be mindful and avoid any rudeness at the wedding. I made some adjustments to the invitation for you, who tends to misread things. Please make sure to arrive on time on the day of the wedding. I'm sure Matt is also looking forward to it. You're welcome, by the way. Really? Yeah. He was disappointed you didn't come for the family gathering. Poor thing. He loves you since you're his only sister. I'm glad you see it that way. He's been protective of me since we were little. He'd always hold my hand wherever we went. Ew! Please don't hold hands with him. It's weird. Obviously, we stopped doing that. But ever since middle school, he's been the only person I've relied on. That hasn't changed. That's why I want to be there for him on his special day. Matt, of course. And all the relatives are looking forward to see you. So please don't be late. And also, yes? Please dress nice. Don't come dressed like an idiot. Excuse me? Let me remind you something. Our family has a strong tradition of academic excellence, with many relatives who have achieved success in high-ranking positions. It's important that we dress appropriately to uphold our family's reputation and avoid any potential embarrassment among our relatives. Of course, I won't do anything to embarrass you. By all means, please do so. I'm looking forward to it. Judy, I hope you're doing good. Just a friendly reminder not to be late for the wedding. I understand that you may have a different educational background and social status, but I want to ensure you're dressed appropriately for the occasion. Wait a minute. Is the wedding today? Yes, it is. Are you okay? But the invitation clearly stated next week's date, in bold letters too. What? Did you misread it again? Oh my God. I didn't misread it. It's dated for next week. You're still half asleep, huh? I went out of my way to make sure you wouldn't misread the date by using bold letters. I wanted to prevent misunderstandings. And yet, you still managed to mix up the date. It seems like you can't even read simple words, huh? You uneducated loser. So, just so we're clear, I can read just fine, you know? And yes, the date for next week is clearly written, no doubt about it. Due to your lack of education or perhaps a misunderstanding, it seems all the effort I put in for you has gone to waste. You're even more incompetent than I thought. What the heck? Even with the family gathering included, I don't think the mistake was on my end. Considering my job, I'm pretty used to reading, you know. Your job? Like what? Reviewing children's books? Huh? You did everything on purpose, didn't you? You are so rude. You're such an idiot. You have no business attending my wedding. That's what you wanted, huh? What do you mean? You purposely gave me the wrong date because you didn't want me at your wedding. You're being quite harsh on your sister-in-law, aren't you? Is there any evidence to support that? Blaming me for your reading difficulties isn't fair. Stop trying to make things up just because you're embarrassed. Making things up? Yeah. Misreading the date on the invitation would definitely be embarrassing, huh? You didn't really want me to attend the wedding, did you? And to be honest, you didn't want me to be there with the family at the recent gathering, right? That's not true. You're Matt's precious sister. If you're really going to insist that I did it intentionally, show some evidence to back up your claim. Evidence? Can you please stop making unfounded assumptions, huh? It's disappointing, but it doesn't seem like you'll make it to today's wedding on time. But having someone with your level of education there would only be embarrassing. It's probably better for both relatives and friends to enjoy themselves without any awkwardness. Don't you think? This way, I can avoid any embarrassment too. Linda, so this was your plan from the start. I told you I didn't do anything. I did make the dates on the invitation clear for you. And look, the guests are already starting to arrive. So it seems like your mistake, doesn't it? I see, if you say so. What? The date on the invitation is wrong. What are you talking about? Of course it's not. If you're saying you didn't make a mistake, then fine. If you're suggesting that I misread the date on the invitation, then that's okay too. But none of my brother's guests are coming. Literally, no one from my brother's side is going to be there. Come on, that can't be true. Making up lies just because you're upset? It's pretty childish, isn't it? If that's what you think, then go ahead and keep thinking that way. Judy, what on earth is going on? None of the guests from your brother's side have arrived. Oh, I know. And where is your brother? Why is this happening? You must have done something to him. Tell me, what is going on? I mean, everyone thinks the wedding is next week. The date on the invitation you sent us is for next week. So naturally, nobody would think it's today. That can't be true. Your invitation is the only one that has the wrong date. I knew it. Whatever. I can't believe you would do such thing. Huh? Why were there fake invitations sent to people other than you? So, are you saying that you messed up? Despite acting all high and mighty, it turns out she's got plenty of flaws too. What do you mean? You thought of sending me a fake invitation, but you ended up sending it to everyone too. You sent fake dated ones to everyone and accidentally sent me the one with the right date. What? How is that possible? I would never make such a mistake. I made sure. You're the one who sent the invitations out, correct? You wanted to harass me, so you probably didn't want anybody to know about that. That's why you did everything by yourself, right? Oh no, that's not true. But everyone actually received invitations, so it seems like that's not the case, right? You put together such a wonderful wedding, but it's quite disappointing to have 0 guests from the groom's side. I feel sorry for you. Wait a minute. If your invitation was the only one with today's date, then why aren't you here? Something doesn't add up. Well, honestly, I can't really trust you anymore. I decided not to fall for the same trick again, so I checked with my cousin, and she confirmed it's next week. So naturally, I assumed the same. I figured you purposely gave me the wrong date. I mean, it seemed to make sense, given everything that's happened so far, right? What? I don't think I'll be able to make it today. I'll just relax at home. You're my sister-in-law and you're not coming to my wedding? Nope. I'm sorry to assume you were lying about the date. My bad. But it's whatever. No, it's your brother's wedding. You should be here. Oh, you didn't know? What? Matt is with me right now. Huh? Our whole family is here with me.
Linda, I've heard all about what you did to my sister. I found it suspicious when she didn't show up for the family gathering. And now I learned that you manipulated her into missing it. Unbelievable.
No, I didn't. Listen to me.
Listen to what?
Isn't everyone in our family a graduate of prestigious universities? Even you graduated from a top university, right? And yet, Judy is the only one with just a high school diploma, considered undereducated. It's embarrassing to introduce her as part of the family.
I know she's just a high school graduate, but because she wanted to be a writer.
A writer?
She became an apprentice to a renowned novelist and was eager to undergo training with them. She opted not to attend college for that reason. Rather than pursuing college, Judy believed it would be more beneficial to undergo intensive training in the fundamentals of writing under her mentor. Her mentor was really strict. She wasn't even allowed to take time off.
What?
One of her novels went viral on social media one day. And now, everyone is reading her book, making her widely recognized. She's earning way more than you do now.
You're kidding, right? I didn't know Judy was a famous author. Nobody mentioned that to me.
Judy isn't the type to boast about her education or status. She's humble and always considers others. She's unlike you, who judges people based on their education or profession.
No way.
Forget about our marriage. I thought you were a woman who cherished my parents and my sister, which is why I decided to marry you. Turns out, I was completely wrong about you.
Wait a minute. I want to marry Matt. What about our wedding? My guests are already here.
Oh, that's perfect.
Huh?
I want you to confess everything you've done to my sister all this time and inform your guests that the wedding is canceled. I don't want to do anything with someone like you.
Matt, wait! I want to marry you. Linda, it is what it is. If you don't feel like informing your guests about the wedding cancellation, maybe you can give them a call individually. Honestly, it's your problem, so do whatever you want. No way! Judy? Hi, Linda. What now? I can't tell the guests. I can't tell them that it's my fault that it was canceled. I see. So, could you please come here right now? Huh? Why me? I need you to support me and convey the message to everyone. Let them know that you're willing to forgive me and that you'll talk to Matt about it. Explain that the wedding will be postponed, but assure them that we'll plan another one and we hope they'll still be able to attend. Can you deliver a speech like that? Wait a minute. Are you being serious? Yes. You often come up with such foolish ideas, don't you? First of all, my brother is furious. He's made it clear he never wants to see you again. Even if I were to try to convince him, it wouldn't make a difference. He's incredibly stubborn. So once he sets his mind to something, that's it. That's why I'm asking you. If you could convince him, he might gradually come around, right? You could start by convincing Matt first, or you could inform the guests first. It's up to you. Can you just start doing something now? You're an idiot, aren't you? Huh? You're completely crazy, aren't you? Why? I've been mocked and belittled by you countless times, you know? Excluded from family gatherings just because I lack higher education, and not even invited to the wedding. After everything you put me through, why should I be the one to start taking action for your sake? Enough is enough. Because you're the only one I can ask to do this. Who else could I ask? No one else would be foolish enough to do something like that for you. Give up on my brother as well. No, I love Matt. I really want to be with him. Well, my brother doesn't even want to see you, and my parents and I are both furious. I don't care how much trouble you're in. Don't say that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please? I refuse with all my might. I don't want anything to do with you from now on. Of course, please don't get involved with my brother any further. Don't be so cold. After all, we were on friendly terms, weren't we? Let's become true sisters-in-law this time. How selfish you are. Please, Judy. I can't continue talking to you with this nonsense. Goodbye. Oh no, Judy! Please, help me! After that, my brother gave the wedding guests shopping vouchers from his affiliated company. While it did involve some costs, it appears to be a small price to pay, considering it as a parting gift for Linda. As for Linda, her parents gave her a hard time. Of course, she asked them to call off the marriage. I believe my brother was saved by the fact that her parents are reasonable people. And as for the expenses incurred for the canceled wedding, Linda was the one who needs to pay it off. She is now working day and night to pay it back in installments. Linda, who always flaunted her high education and found fault with everything without putting in much effort, seems to be worn out both mentally and physically. She deserves it. My brother went through a rough patch, but now he's back in the game, searching for his real soulmate. Seeing him smile again brings me joy.